with it.
Christ, man. Don't slip on the puss juice on the way out the fucking door tonight,
Is this the guy who's giving a pass to people for age? This is the first time.
Those pearly gates are busted.
You're pearly, all right.
But
Nobody likes you.
He's the Bono of. He could be the Bono of
the Jokers?
of the Jokers.
I don't get the reference.
You too.
You too.
Oh, it's Bono, not Bono.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. Q is here.
Hello.
And Walt is here. And of course, I am here. And the second I walk in here and sit down at the table, I see somebody's written in silver marker, "Fuck God."
Whoa. You want me to cross that out, Walt?
Pretty strong sentiment.
You can't have that in a family story, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least the word fuck, right?
Fudge God. Puck God. There we go. Now it's a hockey thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Puck.
And then you can put your favorite player next to it.
With God. What's the slash? Did the slash go here or there? I can't see.
It would go this way.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Puck with God. Now it's a little hockey game with the good Lord.
It actually it struck a fucking chord, man.
What happened?
I was doing some research today, quite a bit actually, for an upcoming project, and got to reading about Christianity and the Romans and the Roman Empire, and that led to torture and all kinds of different shit. And what happens if, or certain people's beliefs if you don't, if you don't straighten up your act, you're going to hell.
Penalties, you mean?
Yeah, you won't be in heaven, you'll be in hell.
Right.
And I was sitting there and I was just thinking, what if it was true?
I mean, yeah. That's the rub, isn't it?
That's the rub. And then you die, and your entire life you're like you're agnostic or you're atheist or whatever, and you get there and you're like, holy shit, it was real. And I spent an entire life saying, "Puck God." I even wrote it on a fucking poker table one time. Like, what if these are really the penalties?
Oof. Well, if those, I mean, pick your religion that we're talking about here. Are we talking about Catholicism, just heaven and hell type shit?
Well, you're Catholic. Walt's Catholic. We could go to Catholic. You guys know.
There's no way to follow those rules in modern society, I think. So,
Why? Which rule is one you can't follow?
well, let's look at the Ten Commandments.
Adultery.
You could follow it. You choose not to.
No. This, according to what I've been told in my Catholic school days, is like even thinking about cheating on your wife is considered adultery in the strictest terms of the way. So if you're watching TV and I take your woman of choice comes on, and you even like admire her goods, that's considered adultery.
It's like Kathy Bates in American Horror Story.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Who told you that?
That is
Some teacher?
yeah,
Or
priest.
a nun?
No, it was probably a priest. It was almost
priest?
definitely a priest. Yeah.
Are you sure that it's that? I think like thinking unpure thoughts would be, but I don't know if it would be considered adultery though.
Isn't that what confession is all about, right? You go and you're like, hey, I had an impure thought. I was thinking about Kathy Bates, and I'm a married man.
She's the one we've settled on as the temptress.
So which one can't you follow though?
Well,
which one is impossible for you to follow?
Okay, well, right away, adultery. Well, as I've just described it to you, that is literally impossible.
You could go and confess, and you'd be okay. You could think about it,
and then just walk right out and do it again.
Well, you try not to.
How could you try? How could you fight thoughts that you have no control of?
Well, no man is without sin, though. Of course, you're going to fall But you just because you fall a couple times doesn't mean like I give up.
In terms of adultery, as really like, and I think that a lot of rules have been softened for the modern society.
Yeah, for guys like you, like it's impossible. I can't do it.
No, not for guys like me because I don't care.
Over the course, they've been softened.
Fucking somebody's wife, I gotta be ruminating.
No, you're wrong
about it.
You're wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. Because guys like me don't give a fuck. It's for guys like this who claim to be pure and claim to follow the rules. That's why the rules were softened.
I'm starting to think maybe Q's one who wrote "fuck God" on this fucking table.
Not fuck God. Not fuck God.
Okay, well, the first one is you can't have any gods before him.
Okay, I think that's a pretty easy one to stick with, right?
Well, depends on your interpretation of it, because some people say that
this is all up to interpretation. Now.
Well, so
did I say that right?
You said that right,
close enough.
And in doing so, you proved my point. It's impossible to figure out which interpretation is right, which one's wrong, which one you're supposed to follow, which one the rules are set against you, man. You have no chance.
You're looking for
no, I'm not.
You're looking to be unable to.
I feel like
to the
you're
rules.
looking to simplify.
He's a
them.
victim.
I think I think as a human race, as a society, we overcomplicate every fucking thing we do. Everything.
Yes, that's true.
And including religion.
Why can't I find the fucking? There's just not a list of 10 commandments.
I'm looking at him right now.
Oh, what do you got?
Top one, first one, Bri. You're saying that the top one is not the top one, but number 10 is put no gods before Jesus, right?
No gods before him. No great.
How is that one not adherable to you, Q?
That one I could go by.
You're not making any great.
So you got that's one that you can do.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Remember to keep the holy day Sabbath.
Okay, you can't remember to keep Sunday a little bit of time for Jesus on Sunday. It's impossible.
But again, you're talking about the new relaxed rules. That's not what it means originally. It means fasting. It means not working.
You know, it doesn't mean that anymore, though.
But who said that, and when did that
Pope.
go? And then when is that going to change again?
No, don't worry about it. Try to keep up with what the times are.
It's fucking exactly what you're talking about. It's overcomplicated. Right? Just shut up and accept it.
Okay, all right. So that's the answer. Shut up and accept it. Okay.
But like, why can't you go to church on Sunday and keep that one day for not even a whole day?
Sure.
Just go to church on Sunday.
So that's the new
and
rules.
you would be considered
keeping the holidays out.
Yeah,
you're 20% there.
I can do that. I can do that.
Okay, so you can do number 9 too.
I can do that.
Okay,
yeah.
What's number 8?
Honor thy mother and father.
You've done that.
Well, I've also not done it. That's also up to interpretation. If my parents do, like, who's deciding how I'm honoring them? My parents.
How have you dishonored them?
Well, I mean, any rule that
I can tell you plenty of ways. Off mic.
Well, I mean, do you do something that your parents don't like? You've dishonored them. Who's making that? Who's making that?
What do you mean? Well, give me an example.
What if my parents don't like breaking any laws whatsoever?
That you committed adultery when you should have been at church.
Sure, that's an obvious one.
What are you talking about?
What if my parents were sticklers for the law?
And what? And you're breaking the law?
Speeding.
Oh, come on. These is just fucking bullshit.
We live in a world where religious people stone innocent women to death, and you're telling me that's bullshit?
Well, you're not trying to be. You're not trying to go for that religion,
yeah,
are you?
You're not trying to come
that one. I'll give you that. That one's a little tougher to follow than this one.
Sure, but so it's up. But that's such a vague rule. Honor your mother and father.
We went with Catholicism, not Islamic fundamentalist.
But honoring your parents may mean different than what my parents consider an honor.
I think basically the line is saying is don't treat them like assholes.
Right.
Okay, that's what you think.
Can you do that one too? Can you think you can handle that one?
Sometimes.
What have you done? What have you done in the last 10 years to dishonor them?
I've lied to them. Can you come over? And I'm like, nah, I just don't want to. I can't. I'm working at that.
I bet you we could, if we had a cardinal in here right now, I bet you he'd be like, that's not really considered dishonoring them.
He's looking at his watch when he's hearing this shit. He's like, I'm bored.
Right. You know what's going on?
He thinks he's a bad boy.
You know what's going on in this world? That such heinous things, you think he's really going to be like Q. What, you told the little white lie to get out of going over your mom and dad's?
But isn't that
coffee?
what they're teaching you? Isn't that what they're teaching you in these things? That you have to strive to not do those things?
I think dishonoring them is like just doing something really heinous, not giving them a white lie.
I think that you're relaxing the rules too much. Then fine. Then I can honor my parents just by living life and not even thinking about it. Great. So far, I'm on board. So far, the only thing I have to do is maybe go to church on Sunday.
Well, this one's going to be a rough one.
Okay.
All right. Don't take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
All right.
We do it all on a daily basis.
We do.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck this shit. Fuck God.
When I had a ex-girlfriend who lived in Alabama, I would go down and visit, the South, and they were very big into saying GD.
Goddamn, GD?
Yeah, and that was to skirt.
To get around it.
Yeah, to using the
But
Lord's
how does
name
that
in
get
vain.
around it?
Dude, I'm looking at them like they're from another planet.
How does that? It's the same way, and I understand why they say use the N word. Don't say nigga, say N word. I get it. But when you say N word,
It immediately conjures up the word anyway.
aren't
so
you
might
just
as well-
saying it? Like I just, but I that at least understand because it's such a.
But when
it's such a horrific
but when people
history.
use the term N-word,
yeah,
they're never using it
This
as an
N-word.
adjective.
all these N words in my neighborhood.
They're using
you're right,
it. You're
you're right.
using it to say to reference an instance when it was used by
Absolutely.
someone, in a derogatory way.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But so I'll give you this.
Okay.
That is one that's kind of vague. Like if you're like watching a movie and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that was the greatest special effect I ever saw.
You're going to hell.
That one's rough. But I do think though that like that law or whatever commandment is not what you think it is. It's probably in reference to something way more bigger than like someone being like
anti-church propaganda and stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably right. All right, so I can do that too.
I think you may be a fucking good Catholic.
I may be going to heaven after all. Wait a second. Walt, I'm changing around on this. All right, what do we got?
Thou shalt not kill. That's an easy one.
Yeah, well,
Meat.
I don't know.
What are you talking about when you buy a burger or something?
I don't think they cared about animals, but like abortion and stuff like that.
Well,
Where do you feel on that?
have you done some home abortions?
I haven't done it at home, but I may have. So that gets me off. If I just pay for it, I don't do it.
out of pocket.
Come here.
So if you just pay for it, if you don't actually do it yourself, your hands are clean.
No, I think you may have. I don't know. That's a tough one because would it have not gone down if not for your money?
Good question. Probably would have went down anyway. Maybe. But I certainly can't imagine you're off the hook just because you're the money guy.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling you will pay. You will pay some price to pay for that decision.
He's got a couple years in purgatory coming to him.
All right.
I don't know.
Full on?
You might have. I mean, it may be more than just like hanging around waiting. I think hopefully there's more to it than that for that.
Right. So you hope Q is punished more harshly than just.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
Right.
If I was on the board of directors and they're like, what does somebody like that get? It's not like, well, he just has to hang out and wait like he's at a fucking bus stop. No.
Right.
Maybe a little.
Put him to work or something.
Maybe some of those that like Twilight Zone kind of like punishment. Like maybe he's up in stirrups a little bit.
Oh, okay. He's having like an anal abortion. Yeah.
That was in the, that South Park game, Stick of Truth?
Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth is a South Park game, Cal. It's legit brilliant. It's
it's for Xbox. You said, right?
It's so great. And one of the things in it is Randy Stan's father is pretending to be a woman, and to keep the cover, he gets an abort. You have to give him an abortion, an ass abortion, and you play like you're controlling the stick in his ass. It's crazy, man. It's a funny game though.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Now, this traditionally has been your most
your go-to,
difficult
man.
one.
That's your most.
Yeah,
that's your sexy.
I haven't done that in a long time though. I think those days are behind me. But again, if it's like
if it comes up though, you're not going to not do it because of God though.
I think I just want to do it because I don't want. I think it's bad karma. I think it's.
I don't recall it ever working out for you.
It's never worked out for me. No.
So can you say right here that you've sworn against it and you're now
that I could do in the term of rubbing another man's rhubarb, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, definitely. And obviously, if I have a girlfriend, I wouldn't cheat on her. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess we could write off that.
Okay. Thou shalt not steal.
He's going pretty good.
He is doing really well. Thou shalt not steal.
I can do that.
He was
now.
just complaining that he couldn't get a free soda.
No. That's
He
not what I was
He was.
complaining
It's our
about.
taco. You were like, I can't believe they fucking charged me for that soda. So come on.
Charge 20 cents.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you did.
That's not what I said. I said I wanted a large instead of just upgrading the drink they had. They just threw out the one that I get for free and just charged me for a total new one.
But you were annoyed that you were getting charged for it.
No, I was getting annoyed at the inconsistency in that place because you go walk in one day and then they just charge you another 40 cents.
Well, it depends on who you know. Yeah.
Right. And they walk in another day, they just hand you the cup. You walk in today and she negates the fact that you already paid for a medium one and then charges you for a large when really you should get the cost of the medium one subtracted from the large.
You know how like when you go to a liquor store and it has like fake licenses and fake IDs that people have tried to use?
Yeah.
I think that's what they should have over there. Like these people are not to be upcharged 20 cents for their
Right.
drink, and like pictures of whomever.
I want
is on
my
that
picture
list.
on that
Your
wall. I
picture
want
should
that
be up
picture.
there, yeah.
Like a trapper keeper with like pictures in it. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going to get so religious with this, but I like a sort of a confession.
Ooh.
Really?
I've committed that. I've broken that commandment this weekend.
Thou shalt not steal? You stole something.
What'd you
Stole
steal?
something.
Well, you
I'm not proud of it, but I went into Food Town. I brought the Asbury Park Press Sunday paper, and I took from the Star Ledger the sports section and just put it into the Asbury Park one.
really?
So because I didn't want to buy the second paper just for the Sunday Ledger sports.
Now, if let's say that I'm on this council now. and
Now I'm up there with Q. Now am I up in stirrups?
I don't think you're up in stirrups. If you're in stirrups,
Could I fall and beg for forgiveness?
sure. Well, you could go to confession now, and
Is this sort of like confession?
yeah, why not? I mean, like you have to be in a booth, you know.
Well, I've heard different things about confession. Is it true that it doesn't wipe away your sins? You still have to go to purgatory. I've heard so many conflicting things.
But I'm thinking of actually the thousands of dollars in theft by deception with Walt and various
But I
retail
have been
outlets.
good for a long time. I've been excellent for a long time. I mean, not that erases your past. It doesn't mean anything. I know. I'm guilty as charged, but I will say I can't think of anything other. You know what? It's probably not true. I probably steal on a consistent basis if we're going to go with.
Really?
Yeah, just stupid stuff like that, though. Like,
That sucks. That sucks, and I'm a little disappointed in you because that's not a victimless crime.
the ledger.
Yeah.
It would be if I was the one to buy that ledger, because I wouldn't care about the sports section.
It's pretty harsh, right? I mean, it's pretty shocking that. I'm just like I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, I can't believe
It's like
how
$5 or
much is the Star
$6.
Ledger?
it's like
a lot.
$250 for the Sunday paper, and I'm just like, I already have everything I need in the circulars, in the Sunday paper, and the press. I don't need the whole paper. I just want one columnist.
Right.
I want Rich Scher's.
But why not
column.
just buy that paper? It doesn't have all this stuff in it.
The press is cheaper.
It also, the press covers more of this area rather than North Jersey.
Okay.
Wait, the press is cheaper than $250 on a Sunday, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But what about the internet? Like all those sports things, are they on the
I
internet?
like to read
specific.
the paper.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like to
He
go on
wants
the
to get
internet.
the Sunday ink on his hands, man.
Yeah, it's like one of those things I like to do on Sunday.
So just pay the $250.
I know.
No,
I
wait, are
should.
you trying to
I
say
have
you
no-
do it every week? Or is that your next
Just,
confession?
no, I don't do it every week. Just during hockey season.
Okay. Fair enough, man.
All right.
Hey, wait, like I just said to you 5 minutes ago, none of us are without
Absolutely.
sin.
Dude, I'm not
I'm
judging
not
you.
perfect.
No.
Not some fucking pope
No,
Yeah.
you're not the
or
Pope.
cardinal.
Sitting here judging you. And you only got two more. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. It's weird that they threw that
You know
in
what
there,
that
right?
means.
That's always translated as lying.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
don't lie about
To
your
your neighbor?
neighbor.
Just don't lie.
Which is weird. Like, say, in Salem,
Right.
you know, there were people who would say, like, accuse somebody of being a witch because they wanted to get their property.
You know, is that literally your neighbor, your next door neighbor, or does that mean just anybody
Your
you come into
fellow man.
contact
The
with?
neighborhood of mankind.
Because I say I really have little contact with either of my neighbors, so I could definitely adhere to that one.
All right.
My real neighbors.
Like the cops come to your house looking for the Star Ledger section. You're like, look, I was behind my neighbor in line, and I'm pretty sure I saw him. And the last one is, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife and goods. So you're not allowed to covet the wife.
Isn't that adultery?
The house, fields, servants, nor his
anything
ox or ass or anything that belongs to him.
So you're
not allowed to be like, man, I wish I had that car.
You're not allowed to think the grass is always greener on the other side.
That I can't help you with. That also.
That's fucking. That's weird.
It's a little fucked up.
Your place in life right now. That's weird that you can't tell that you're still going. I want to have somebody else's lot in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coveting, even though
I covet the hell out of some people.
Impractical joker.
Is it a little weird that like that is as severe a sin as
killing
someone?
Yeah, that was a bit. Somebody was asleep when they were putting them in order. I think.
It's our boy
Unless
Moses.
it's in alphabetical order, maybe.
Yeah, is that the order they were in? Here's the stones. Here's the tablets. Yeah, it appears that that's the order that they're in.
Q, you're not as bad off as you think you are. There's time.
I don't think I'm bit off at all.
No, I'm talking about in terms of like did you think you're you think you're going to heaven? You think you're getting? That's a little pompous.
I don't think there is a heaven, so I don't think so. No.
But if there was, you think you got a good shot?
I think I have a good shot at it. Yeah. Sure. I don't do anything anymore.
Yeah. But you don't. But you haven't. But you're not sorry for the things you've done in the past, though.
I'm sorry for some things I've done to people.
I think you have to atone.
Like you have to feel it in your heart.
Yeah.
You feel it in your heart, Q.
There are things that I regret doing. Yeah.
I mean, I've said right now I'm ashamed of what happened Sunday.
There are things. Yeah, you look very contrite.
No, I'm not going to do it again this Sunday. I'm not. I'm going to say right here, right now, and I'm going to tell you it's never going to happen again.
I think I'll get through my life without stealing again. I think I'll get through lying. There's no way I'll get through life without lying.
Did it say that? You can't lie at all?
I think that's the bear false witness. That's how it's modern. The modern translation is don't lie.
If one of the rules is you can't lie, you're right. It's an impossible. The game is set up to fail because I work at a place where I got to lie to people every day. Hey, did you like that? Did you read that? Did you like that? It's like, yeah, loved it. It's good. You should buy that.
Right.
I love working with you.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. No bearing false witness.
How about all those fucking courtesy laughs I fucking throw out?
Oh, man, you're going to be in
That's purgatory
a lie right for
there,
a while.
Right?
Yeah. Courtesy laughs alone.
Oh, my God.
Quinn might be like, well, I guess I'll see you later, Walt.
And leave purgatory before Walt.
Yeah, you're getting out before me.
It would be great if God was telling Steve God was an ant. Yeah. And was like, boys, I'm gonna fast track you to the pearly gates. I just need you to keep up the once a week for eternity.
Oh, when we get on the other side, we're still potting?
Yeah.
I'm sure what else we got to do?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I thought that's the way it was going anyway.
I mean,
except no pearly gates.
If the time has no meaning up there, if things just go on forever.
Right.
Sure, I mean, well, you can't say you don't have time to do it.
No, right? No. I would enjoy it. That would be a nice aspect of heaven. That and like getting a chance to bang Marilyn Monroe. Those are two things that I would look forward to up in heaven.
You think that happens? Why would that happen?
And you think that you've got the mojo to get? I mean, you think that look at the line.
Well,
of
I have eternity. I have eternity to work that angle.
That's some sloppy seconds right there, bro.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm reading.
She's been up there a long time. And every like dude.
Those pearly gates are busted.
You're pearly, all right.
Tony Curtis's autobiography, and when he first got to Hollywood, him and Marilyn Monroe dated for a while, and she just started getting famous as they were like winding up their relationship. It's fucking fascinating, man.
Yeah.
To just read about them just going to like the equivalent of like Chili's and just eating and stuff like that. And then as it gets on, like she starts dressing better. Then she starts fucking studio heads and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's pretty fascinating.
Really? I remembered the other day, I don't know why it occurred to me, but the first.
Can I just ask, can you say, before I lose this point?
Yeah.
You've realized like the amount of suitors she's going to have every day who go up there.
Yeah,
to heaven.
I have eternity though.
Right? What I mean.
Why are you jumping the line when Joe DiMaggio's up there?
I didn't say
brought
I'm jumping
flowers
the
to her
line.
grave every fucking day.
But
Wait, what about
50
that?
billion years from now, I'll sniff around.
You're willing to wait?
What else? What else do I have to do? I mean,
Are you going to get? Do you want the nod ahead of time because you're going to wait, and then you're like Marilyn? So what about it?
Come on, you did everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Still, they're fucking guys.
I show up and like Giddim's walking out of her fucking house and Giddum got in there. I would
I
wait.
got a feeling you're not as bad off as you've been the last couple weeks.
No,
You're
I'm not.
Because not only have you said you're getting into heaven today,
Yeah.
and you're going to fuck Marilyn Monroe when you get there.
Yeah.
You are
Amen.
not. You are in a good mood this week, I think.
He is awfully optimistic.
All right, Brian, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just couldn't
As if
get over.
Marilyn Monroe's in heaven getting banged. And like, she's not like, wait, I don't have a say in this?
Well,
Like,
you're the one that brought it up.
this isn't my idea of heaven. But even if like it was just an angel who took the form of Marilyn Monroe, like God was just like, all right, look, this guy really wants to bang Marilyn Monroe. You, like, be Marilyn Monroe for the guy.
I hope it's his. I hope that's when he gets there. It's like he thinks he's in heaven. He thinks he's fucking.
I get tranny tricked.
and then and then it's first it's the tall man, and then it turns into fucking. Then it turns into.
Why do you hope this for me?
Her fucking wig flies off and makes Angus scream.
Wait, does Angus look enough like Marilyn Monroe?
No. At first, yes, he looks exactly like her.
I'll take it.
But then it's going to morph. Eventually, it's going to morph to Hitler.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Eventually, inevitably, it's going to be Hitler right before it's Satan.
I'll take that too.
Wow. Well, you just have to try to blow your load really fast.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I'll just
So
think
you're saying you're okay with you would have sex with Hitler?
I mean, what a story.
Angus scream.
What a story for that. Tell him, Steve Dave.
You don't want people taking this out of context.
That's Hitler's news.
True TV reasons. Brian Quinn, I would like to have sex with
I
Hitler.
would like to make love. My idea of heaven, I make love to Hitler.
Picture of him buying that wrapping paper.
Shit. That's funny.
Yeah, well, that I was going to say that the first, I don't know why I thought about it, the first woman I ever saw naked was, I remember my uncle used to have just a garage attached to his house, kind of like yours, and there was a bunch of shit in there. And on the wall, there was that famous picture of Marilyn Monroe where she's like stretched out
On the red
on
velvet.
her knees. Yeah, with her arms behind her. And that was hanging on the wall. It was the only nude picture. I don't know why it was hanging on the wall, but I remember being pretty young, like 7, maybe 8, and finding reasons to go into the garage just to like look at it and then like
at her.
creep back out again.
Do you think Marilyn's in heaven?
I think, she was such a victim. I don't know how you could hold her accountable for any wrongdoing she did. Right? Like, don't some people...
So you're not accountable for your actions here?
She had loose morals, man.
I don't want to go to heaven if Marilyn Monroe's not there. They're going to put her in hell after all that poor girl's been through. That's horrible. That's horrible. Don't upset me.
Sin shaming.
She wasn't a porn star. Although I don't even think I don't think anybody should go to hell, Walt. I think...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Guys
Yeah.
who fucking who set people on fire, and murderers and rapists and just fucking pieces of dog shit. They're gonna fucking pal around with you. They're in line with you for Maryland.
Oh, well, maybe you're right.
They're in
then.
front of him. Some of them.
Come on,
Like, is that
man.
Hitler online? Well, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. You could look at it like everybody's a product of their environment, and therefore we're all products of things that are out of our control.
You were doing so good before. You're talking your way out of heaven right now.
Yeah.
Everybody gets in. So what's the point of even trying?
I don't think there is a point. That's
And
my point.
and you can break all the rules and it won't
Right.
matter.
How disappointing would it be if you got to heaven and like everybody was up there? You'd be pissed.
Well, I think there'd be a lot more people who towed the line a lot more than we did, who'd have reason to be more mad than I did.
Like a complaint department in heaven.
You know,
Like we get up there, we're annoyed certain people are there, like people you don't like in real life, or
no, everybody.
Like Hitler's up there. And like he gets up there and you know, he's not dressed in like Nazi.
Is he pulling the same shit?
No, he's not. He's like, you know what? He's like, I didn't know. Like, I just didn't know. It was.
I didn't know about the concentration camps. There's people who say that.
No. He's like, I didn't understand what I was doing to people, and there was something wrong with me. And when I died, I achieved total enlightenment. And
dude, again, like, first headline. I want to make love to Hitler. Second headline.
No.
Hitler didn't know what he was doing.
No, I'm asking you. Like, you go up there and that's the case. What is your take on it? God's like, Walt, I have infinite wisdom. I'm telling you.
I'd be like, hey, you know what? Somebody a lot smarter than me has let him in.
Right.
And who am I? I'm just glad I'm here, man.
It's not like he got in by like a disguise or something. It's God, so
it's God.
Somebody with a higher level of intelligence,
right,
has deemed. Who am I?
Not even deemed Hitler as a singular person worthy of heaven. All of humanity automatically gets a pass to heaven.
I would again, like I said, I'd be like, whoa.
This is crowded.
I'd be like, that's weird. That you know, a lot of my baby. But again, I'd be like, wow, that sucks for all those people who didn't get to do a little bit of sinning.
Right? They're like, hey, what the fuck?
But I'm not going to. But I'm never going to second guess things I didn't do.
Right.
Even in death, I won't second guess.
On a related note, how do you feel about all this torture stuff going on?
There's torture stuff going on.
Oh my God!
You mean that released that
torture report from the CIA?
And I've heard people say, "Don't call it a torture report."
The enhanced, what do they call it? Enhanced interrogation
report.
We can call it that.
Tell me about this enhanced interrogation.
You haven't heard about this?
Report.
It's a 528-page report.
It's the same old stuff we've been hearing. No waterboarding.
Yeah, but now
that poor sheik.
They're just shoving things up people's asses. They're threatening to rape dudes. That
they didn't rape them.
They didn't rape them.
They threatened.
For the first time ever, I was in line with Dick Cheney. Completely.
What, in line?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were behind him at like fucking
waiting for
Starbucks or something.
No. He I can't believe it because I always thought that guy was kind of like evil.
Right.
Like kind of Satanish. But everything he said, I was like, holy fuck, this guy's right. Let me see if I can find his...
Well, you're not going to get a lot of people complimenting you with that mindset, Q.
Complimenting me?
When this pod drops, people who are being like, holy shit. Like Q just said he's in line with Dick Cheney's
I can't
mindset.
believe it.
People are not going to be happy hearing that. I know a few who are going to tweet you and tell you you're an asshole.
I'm looking at the... at some of the techniques that the CIA used. I'm reading it, the sleep deprivation and the hard takedowns, they say. They rush into a detainee cell, stripping him naked, run him up and down a hill while slapping and punching him. And sometimes he would fall and he would fall on the ground.
Doesn't slapping just sound like you take away probably how hard it really was? Like on his backside or something. Like, get up that hill.
Slap with a closed fist. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Like, I'm looking at this stuff now. Anybody who is like, "Oh, this is horrible. This is
we're talking about that sheik, right? That sheik, that one who
that fat jerk off in the undershirt.
We're talking about him. That poses like he's that same picture they show him now, where he looks like he's on the cover of Teen Beat. That fucking where he's like his eyes are all like puppy dog eyes.
Wait, that prick at the Boston bombings?
No,
it's a different guy?
Sheik. No. They have him now. He grew out his mustache in prison.
No, he's looking hot.
But like these, I mean, I don't know, man. Q, these are the age old questions.
Well,
why are you in line with Dick Cheney?
Because these were Cheney's quotes. And now I would preface this by saying I don't know all the facts involved here.
Next headline.
I haven't read the report.
Spews admits he doesn't know.
You know that spinning headline?
Q fucks Hitler. Q thinks Hitler might be in heaven.
Cheney and Q.
These are his quotes. He says, I have no sympathy for the detainees.
Okay.
None whatsoever. He says, how nice do you want to be to the murders of 3,000 Americans on 9/11?
Right.
I agree. I'd do it again in a minute. I agree. The CIA did a hell of a job and they deserve our gratitude. I agree. And finally, last quote I read, he said the end absolutely justifies the means.
Tough words.
Tough words?
And we don't speak tough anymore.
No. Oh, my God, no.
No.
Tough words are bad words. Right?
They're hurtful. People's feelings may get hurt by it.
Tough words are taboo.
Yeah.
Talk tough. Oh, we don't have no time for you now.
We have to mollycoddle our enemies.
Well, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Troy today. I don't know if you saw the thing about the Columbia students. They saw the Eric Garner decision came out. The guy who was
Staten Island
taken down in the chokehold or whatever.
Yeah.
And Columbia law students needed a trauma expert to come in, and they successfully delayed their exams because they were so traumatized by the verdict that they couldn't bear to take their tests.
So you have a level of
smart kids
of some sort of what's the word disdain in your voice for that?
Oh, I find it repulsive.
You do, but and I'm not trying to get brownie points, but I'll take them. But you don't think legitimately that some of those kids, and they are kids, don't feel like the rug has been pulled out of them when they hear stuff like that, knowing their mindset of that age and that kind of not political, but that's the age, though, when it's really going to affect you more than, like, say, a man of your age.
If it affects you at all, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't. You want to be a lawyer, and you fucking need to take time off because an indictment that had nothing to do with you,
right,
or a verdict didn't go the way you wanted it to. You were like, if this is the way I think it should go, it went the other way.
Not lawyers
I'm
yet.
now fucking traumatized.
They're young minds, and I believe 100% that there's not a fake emotion in there that's like, I'm going to try to get out of exams. No, I'm just saying. I know for a fact they probably were. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Christ, man. Don't slip on the puss juice on the way out the fucking door tonight,
Is this the guy who's giving a pass to people for age? This is
No, I'm not. Well, what's wrong? But you're telling me you don't believe they legitimately aren't traumatized by the news of that? I say to you, I bet you they are. I'm not saying that they should be.
No, I think upset is the word they're looking for.
Do you think they're trying to get out taking exams?
Or annoyed. I think some of them are, for sure. Well, they said the number was rather small. Most people, even people within the school, were like, no, we should be taking exams. This shouldn't stop down.
We're going to use a death
Like then why shouldn't every school have a trauma expert come in? Why shouldn't every school? Like, why
that's
should
where it happened,
it's just
though.
Columbia Law School?
No, it happened on Staten Island.
It happened in Staten Island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know. I just think that
I was just surprised that racism on Staten Island made the news.
that you're discounting that they're using it as a way to get out of exams. I believe that the majority of those people who say they're traumatized by it really, in their hearts, believe they're traumatized.
What you're saying is they're such douchebags that they really are traumatized.
Could you imagine they were in charge of World War II? Those fucking guys, those losers who are like, I'm traumatized by this.
Yeah, there's a lot.
We'd all
of
be speaking German right now.
Somebody on Twitter said that, and the longtime aunt, very supportive, bought everything. Last week was the first time they were ever upset with something I said and thought I was wrong because I called the Ferguson people animals, and I told them I said I'm specifying not protesters, rioters. Mm-hmm. Anybody who riots, anybody who goes and burns down another person's business and destroys their livelihood when they had absolutely nothing to do with it, to me is an animal. I don't give a fuck what you're angry about. It doesn't make it right. You know?
I think I got a good riot in me. I disagree with that.
If you're angry about something else, I mean, lots of, Rosa Parks didn't fucking burn anybody's fucking building down.
No.
Martin Luther King wasn't out there fucking...
You want to make a statement, you can make a statement without rioting. It's a person in your stature.
Well, we're not talking about me. First of all, I'm a white male in America, so I have a certain amount of privilege afforded to me.
But your voice is louder than most people.
You're the fucking enemy. You don't have any privilege.
But he's
nobody likes you.
He's the Bono. he could be the Bono
Of the Jokers?
of the Jokers.
I don't get the reference.
You too.
You too.
Oh, it's Bono. Not Bono.
Well, you don't want to get busted for fucking ripping off his name totally, so you go by Bono.
Bono. Oh, God, this is getting worse.
Hello, kids, it's me, Bono. I'm here to make the world right.
Riot, everyone.
Right? If you found some things you believe, this leads me into something I want to talk about here. But
This is good.
if you found some agendas that I know you don't have any, that you felt strongly about, you with your voice could make a difference. I'm not saying you could change the world, but you could change
a couple blocks.
You could change a street corner.
I mean, what street corner? Why?
That's just a phrase.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I do charity stuff.
But I mean, on a more vocal, an invisible presence.
Who the fuck wants to hear from me?
Really?
Yeah.
Because that leads me to think. Because I was wondering, like, with the new year, I thought what you guys thought of if I was to bring a more political voice to the pod.
Okay. Hot button topics?
We talking joint counter joint here, baby?
No. I'm talking about like, this election year, right? And
wait, what?
And I was thinking maybe if I got behind it, became like a candidate.
Okay.
Would that? Do you think the listeners would be into that?
Wait, you want to be a presidential candidate?
No. I like if we got
a local office.
No. We had somebody write in a letter.
Where's this going?
He's a big TSD fan. His favorite episodes are 97 and the Halloween shows.
Okay, 97 is a great episode.
I enjoy the episodes where you play games. He's purchased the Christmas bundle, and he commends Ming for honoring his bet.
Okay, so I would like to just, before we get too deep, remind everybody that the Christmas bundle is still on sale on Bandcamp. Thank you.
This person who sent this in is running for Denver City Council. It's a big job. The council makes city laws, controls taxes, budgets, and zoning, and oversees the city. I am running on the platform of supporting small businesses, regulating marijuana sales, and improving property values. I would like somehow for TSD to support my campaign by checking out my website and liking my campaign on Facebook. I say, this is our guy, Jeff Garcia.
But we don't know anything about him.
Doesn't matter. He's the first fucking politician to reach out to us and say, like, you like us
That's
to
a good
help
point.
him.
Yeah, let's support him.
Does it matter what his views are? Just to say
Depends
that.
on the views.
Yeah. It doesn't say Heil Hitler anywhere there, does it?
What's that stationery look like?
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia? Oh, no. He's
thought, like, I'd love to do, like, a dirty smear campaign for who he's running against. Like some radio ads.
That's a good idea. So what's he running for?
City Council in Denver.
City Council.
Okay.
Right? I mean, does it matter? I mean,
Denver.
He's the first bigwig to say he needs TSD's help to fucking be elected to anything. He could be a senator one day.
And we already have pull within the government. We have a senator in our pocket.
Who?
When I went to the comedy show that time, he gave me his card, remember? I can't remember his name.
Wait, what? Can we call him?
Why?
Well, what does he mean regulating marijuana sales?
Because it's legal there.
But I mean making it harder for people to smoke weed or easier for people to smoke weed?
Where do you think it lies?
Because regulation is a scary word for me. Like, that's going to try and stop.
Well, is it like, is it still out there? Is it like the Wild West? Oh, that's a good pose.
That is all right. He's looking to the future. I like him. I like him.
So you're saying, but so if he's trying to regulate it, I guess he means like, kind of like keep it under, not like the Wild West where you just, you sell it to like 15-year-olds.
I think that's that way anyway.
Yeah, I thought you had to have a card. I'm looking at the council members right now. There's only 2 white guys. There's 2 black guys. 1, 2,
Denver's a nice
3,
town, David.
4,
Yeah.
5,
really nice.
6, 7, 8 women. 1 dude, Lopez. That's probably who Garcia's fighting, right?
I don't really know who. I don't know if he's a Democrat or a Republican. I don't know anything. I don't think it matters though.
Can I just call him? Don't you want to just call him?
You want to call him?
Yeah, hold on.
I don't think his office is going to be open now.
Well, you think that's his office number? What, Denver's 3 hours? Hold on. Let me try. Let's get to the bottom
Get
of
up
this.
to speed.
Let me block my phone because I don't trust to say. Was star 67?
You don't trust it.
Is it star 67 to block numbers?
Hold on a
I
second.
just put my number on fucking Twitter last week. The last thing I need is a get down
I
again.
truly don't think that
I'm going to do star 69, right? That's it.
I don't
star
think
No,
a guy
star
is running-
69 calls something back. Hold
Okay.
on. To block a cell number, star 67 before the number you're
Okay,
calling.
so then let's do our boy here. I mean, if we're going to do this, well, let's do it right.
I thought we can get on the campaign trail. Some viral videos.
Oh, I like this.
Start pressing the flesh for him. This isn't good so far. He's looking like a lazy Mexican, like he's taking a siesta.
We tell
Come on,
him Dave
Garcia.
does not support or endorse those statements.
He's the underdog in this, though. I thought we all loved the underdog story.
Dude, all I'm saying is like,
Please leave your message for 720.
Declan could just cut that out.
We guess so. Hey, Jeff Garcia. This is Tell him Steve Dave. This is Brian Walt and Quinn. We got your letter. We wanted to talk to you about it, but you didn't answer your phone. So this might be the end of your political career.
Yeah, we lose interest fast.
That's it, buddy. We tried. We did all we could.
But tell him to if he has any ideas that we could do for you don't have to put the phone. He can hear this when he's listening to the episode.
Okay.
Tell him to contact us if he has any ideas. Like I said, I'd love to do a smear radio ad that he could play in Denver.
Okay.
Smearing all his political foes.
All his opponents.
We're-
That's a good idea.
We're willing to back you, Jeff Garcia, 100% all the way. We only have one condition, and that is your running mate has to be Gidim. So, get back to us and let us know what you think, buddy. All right. There you go. All right. I'm in, Walt. I think this sounds like fun.
Right?
Yeah, this is
We can
good.
get this guy elected.
I mean, then we have powerful friends in high places.
Do you know that there's been 4 non-humans to win electoral office?
Really?
Yeah.
An
One
animal?
was a horse, right?
A horse and 3 dogs.
How'd they
Would
do?
you be? Would you?
I think they're in the Denver City Council. I'm looking at them right now.
How would you feel like if you lived in a town where you had to admit your mayor was a dog? How fucked up is that? How little?
I don't know. I got used to it.
How little does your community care for the political process that you're like, let's run a dog and then have it win? Wow. So I'm saying, he wouldn't be the worst person
He
to win.
couldn't be the worst.
He wouldn't be he couldn't be the worst person to win. So that, to me, I think
That's
is
good enough for us here at Tell 'em Steve Dave. Yeah, I love it, dude. I'm in.
All right, so Jeff, you contact the KMuse2 Gmail with some ideas for your campaign,
Right.
and maybe we'll get on board. And maybe we'll bring a little bit of political slant to the new year.
Yeah, we can hack into his opponents' stuff, get all their personal information, release it on the internet.
Maybe there's some nude photos, selfies of their opponents we could put up.
Oh, yeah, that's what brought down Wiener, right?
Everybody.
It's got.
Wiener?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want. I don't know. I'm not going to say anymore.
Okay. We've said enough.
Yeah, we got to hear from him before we officially endorse him.
Cool.
Did you hear about the Sony hack? Have you been?
Oh, my God, yes.
Is it all the talk in on set?
It was the takeaway that we took on set was looking at had you heard about this, Walt?
No.
Sony Pictures Entertainment was hacked by North Korea. They suspect North Korea hacked Sony Pictures Entertainment in retaliation for putting out that movie, The Interview, that's about assassinating
Jim Kung.
Yeah. So, and all these emails from like the past few years got released, and really, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like insider shit. Like Paul Rudin calls Angelina Jolie like an untalented brat or something, a barely
Paul
talented.
Rudd? Scott
Pee
Rudd.
Wee
Scott
Herman.
Rudin. Scott Rudin.
Pee Wee Herman?
No, Scott Rudin,
Oh.
not Paul Rubin. But Scott, didn't he work with Kevin on stuff?
He may have. He's. I read that he was a widely hated Hollywood producer.
Yeah.
But I got to say, did you read the emails?
Yeah, he seemed all right to me.
I read the emails and I was like, I like this guy. He's fucking.
He's a straight shooter.
Strong. Yeah, unless he's doesn't look like he's telling.
I mean, no doubt he's a dickhead in some places, but I read his emails and I was like, I don't like. This was the takeaway I came from it. I was like, he seems so frustrated dealing with people who do not make sense that he has no way to express himself other than fuck this shit. Yeah, and that is a frame of mind that I completely understand.
So why would this be the talk of the Joker set?
Because we were just like, dealing with although
did you guys get mentioned?
No. Oh, but just dealing with.
It's like dealing with these fucking little babies, these dilettantes.
No, just dealing with the network, dealing with these things. Like you just assume that if you get bigger or more successful, the things you have to deal with get easier and easier, and things go away. Like people don't give you shit. People don't like harass you about stupid nonsense. People respect you in certain ways, and this guy is at the top of his fucking game, this guy, and he is still dealing with the same bullshit nonsense that we are at our level. And that was just like, wow, like it's, if you're in this business, you're just dealing.
But what do you mean our
this.
level?
Well, I would say our show's fairly small.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about us. You talking about, or you
Us,
mean
even our level? Sure. Like any level in entertainment, you're dealing with just stupid people doing stupid
okay,
shit.
I thought you were talking about like dealing with stuff like not getting a bathroom key or something.
Oh no. Although that's a good point. Like isn't that annoying bullshit that you have to deal with?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that a fucking multi-billionaire in Hollywood who has a proven track record can just have the bathroom key? And even that motherfucker does not get the proverbial bathroom key. So there is no escape. There's no escape from it.
But why would they release those emails? Who would they think they were hurting?
Oh, they're hurting Sony because there's a big Sony, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a big Sony movie coming out for Christmas, and they keep putting it online so people can see it prior to. I guess so Sony will lose money, right. And their aim is to embarrass people. Like here, they said one of the workplace complaints discovered. There's this is from an email. There's a general this is in regard to Adam Sandler. Sorry, there's a general blandness to the films we produce. Although we manage to produce an innovative film once in a while, we continue to be saddled with the mundane, formulaic Adam Sandler, said one Sony employee, and we are still paying for Adam Sandler. Why? Now that's a fucking good point. Jack and Jill?
I'm of two minds of it. Because I really like Adam Sandler's earlier films. Like I just watched The Waterboy last week, man. Like I still love a lot of his films. So to me, like once you've earned a certain amount of goodwill from me, you could coast on that for a while.
Mel Gibson.
I go see Lethal Weapon 6.
Oh, did you see Terminator, the new trailer?
Yes.
That is Star Wars, take a fucking note. That's the fucking trailer that everybody should be talking about. That Star Wars trailer is garbage.
You are completely wrong. Not about Star Wars. Have you seen the trailer for Mad Max?
No. Yes, I have.
The new one that came out this week.
No.
Dude, I suggest you watch that right now. It is one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my entire life. It made me, and dude, I can't remember the last time this happened. I was like, I wish that movie was playing in the theater this fucking
What
second.
about it made you think that, though?
It's.
I seen the first trailer that I saw in the summertime.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
no, and I'm not even a Mad Max fan. Like
I am.
Yeah, I've seen them. I appreciate them for what they are, but I haven't seen them in 15 years.
Right.
This one made me, dude. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Is it car chases?
It's the whole trailer is like fucked up shit happening on cars, man. Cars fucking, people blowing up, people dying, people fucking beheading, just storm. Dude, I can't do it justice. It's one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Tell me, you saw the Star Wars trailer. Did we ever talk about the Star Wars trailer?
No,
Tell them, Steve Dave.
I don't think so.
People were had boners in the store. I mean, I could see their boners. Did you see the Star Wars trailer? I'm like, yeah, I saw it.
Get rid of the boner. You're going home early.
I'm like, did you see it, Brian?
I haven't seen it, no.
there's nothing in it that made me go like, what is it that everyone's so like?
There's nothing boner inducing.
There's nothing
Show
boner.
me Han Solo. Show me Princess Leia.
And
Show
that's
me
what
Luke.
Terminator did. They showed you the fucking old dudes.
Yeah.
Show me a picture of Han in the Millennium. Don't show me Millennium Falcon real quick. Show me the actors in the movie. Get me excited. That Terminator trailer looks fucking killer.
Terminator looked pretty good, man. Pretty good. Do you know the storyline?
No,
Do you want to know it?
I don't care.
Apparently the reason Arnold's old in it is because his Terminator was sent back too far,
Oh, it's awesome.
and he raised Sarah Connor, and the skin on him is growing old as he goes old. Man, I was like,
How
that's pretty
fucking great
cool.
is that?
I know, right? It's pretty awesome.
I apologize to those people, those Star Wars boners people, because I'm crossing my legs right now. I mean, to me, that is the fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
So this is the trailer you're talking about. It's like sand, and then a black guy pops up,
yeah.
and then there's a fucking robot on a ball driving around.
I hate that robot.
Stormtroopers.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was cool to see the Millennium Falcon again. It was cool to see the X-Wing again. But I'm with you. Nothing boner inducing.
Nothing where I was
show
like,
me fucking Han Solo and I will pop a boner.
The X-Wing's riding that close to the water looks kind of cool, right?
Yeah, no, it looked cool.
Yeah, let's make
I'm
no
still
bones
soft.
about it. Yeah, you're still flaccid, right?
Oh, that saber's cool though, like the way it comes out on the sides.
To me,
I liked it.
that to me was placating. Trying too hard.
Seeing the Falcon, that
My
really-
favorite detail in it is that the Falcon has a square dish on it instead of the round one. That I noticed, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Why do you think that is?
Because it got knocked off when it flew into the second Death Star. Remember, Lando hit it.
They replaced it with a square one.
Yeah, and I was like, it's just a cool little bit of continuity that they kept in. You know, as a comic book fan,
only a fucking nerd would recognize.
oh,
right?
I'm definitely a nerd.
But I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like that, they're trying to get your.
Oh,
Nerd,
I tried to tell
rub
people
your
about it.
nerdgasm.
Most people were like, all right, dude, it's a fucking great audition. Calm down. But I like that. That was my favorite part of the trailer.
Yeah, but when I saw that Terminator one, I was like,
when the school bus flips, I was like, that looks fucking badass.
but this one, the Arnold shots,
Yeah.
he looked.
No, which
Killer.
You know what I didn't like about it, though?
What?
Why not get Robert Patrick back? Why?
Because Robert Patrick looks like he's fucking 150 years old.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
figure it out.
matter.
Figure
it out.
Yeah.
I agree with Q on that one. Why is he
Yeah.
not involved? Is Sarah involved?
Is this the one that you
She's-
saw? Walt? This is like it's
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. She's,
Now it doesn't start out that way. When I'm watching it too, I'm like, this looks like Salvation.
yeah, it gets going, though. It gets going.
I'm a gigantic Terminator.
I know.
junkie.
Terminator 2 is like one of your favorite movies,
It's
right?
top 5.
Top 5.
That's cool. Like when it's the globe and like you see all the bombs or whatever going to the different locations.
Right.
I don't know if there's a more perfect film for me than Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. You've said that
hits,
many
It
times.
hits everything, every nuance of my body.
And I don't think anybody would argue with you. It's a great film. It has a right amount of humor, right amount of action, right amount of holy shit, right amount of special effects. Like, it's just such a great movie.
I even like Terminator 3. I know people are like, "Oh, you fucking clown! How could you say that?" I liked it.
I like 2. I like 3. I like 3.
3. I mean, it wasn't
Terminatrix.
obviously
Three
it
had
wasn't
the
as,
girl in it. Right?
Yeah.
it wasn't as good as 2,
was
but nothing's
entertaining.
going to be.
Right.
Not even this one.
And not the first one either.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first one I don't think was as good as the second one.
Salvation, I was bored as
Yeah.
shit.
It was.
I was so bored watching it.
I like that. I like reusing it.
She's Sarah Connor.
Oh, she has.
That's Sarah Connor.
He has
The young
arm
one.
blades.
Yeah.
So is that the new Robert Patrick?
You're the Asian guy.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, Q. I'm with you. It would have been like, let's get the fucking gang back together.
old. That's
Yeah.
it.
So Arnold's not in this at all. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, there he is.
He's in it, yeah.
He's in it.
Oh,
That's
I see him.
that's where
That's
I
the
got my
money
boner.
shot.
That's where you got the boner.
That's where I was like, oh,
He's got the shotgun in his hand.
yeah.
Call up the new Mad Max, dude. I'm telling you, it's fucking unbelievable how much I want to see that movie.
When's it come out?
Summer?
You got to watch before you go. Don't watch Mad Max. It's horrible.
The first
But-
one's boring, right?
Yeah, but Road Warrior,
Right.
that's another movie that's just
Really?
like it's pretty
Is
fucking
it a sequel
spot
to
on.
Mad Max or a remake of Mad Max? I've heard.
It's a sequel that was kind of cut so that like they knew American audiences probably most had no
Never
knowledge
saw
of
it,
Mad
right.
Max.
I try to watch Mad Max every once in a while, and I get so annoyed by like the beginning with like the how giddy the bad guys are
Yeah,
and cheesy.
it's just not. Yeah,
right.
It doesn't that really irritate you? Like, bad guys who are constantly playing it cool or overly excited like children at Christmas when they're committing some
unless you're the
kind of crime.
Joker or like the Riddler.
Yeah, unless
or
you
like that.
and they're cartoons. Those guys.
Are you watching Mad Max? Because if so, I want to come over there and watch it again.
Yeah, I'm watching Mad Max right now. So,
is that the new one? You got to make sure it's a new one because there's 2 out.
I think this.
I never saw this.
That is it. Yeah.
So this is. What did you say, Walt? This is a remake, or this?
I think this is. I don't know if this is a remake or is this just picking up with with the Mad Max being recast as a new actor.
Yeah, I don't know.
When's this come out, Q? You said
this summer, I believe.
That's cool,
dude.
There's a Ridley Scott movie coming out. It's called like Exodus or something.
Yeah, that looks good too.
That wave looks badass. It's amazing, like how far they've come in such a short amount of time with CGI.
This is where shit starts going batshit crazy right here.
She's kneeling in the desert.
Mad Max.
No, that's what's her name?
Why do you think they chose not to go with Mel? Too much baggage?
Maybe too old. They just want to restart it.
Yeah, nobody's going to a Mel Gibson movie because Mel Gibson is in it anymore.
Oh, but they go see this movie. Who's in it?
They would, yeah. I don't know, as the lead though.
Oh, they would. A gnarly, old, grizzled Max. Mm-hmm. I'd see it.
Like Grandpa Max. I mean, this looks fucked up. This looks like post-apocalyptic.
Look at this fucking body come and hit the car watch.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Car fucking flying through the sky.
That was my boner got popped on that one, man.
Wow.
And it's better with the music. You guys aren't hearing the dialogue and shit like that, but it's crazy.
Fury Road. Summer 2015, yeah. Mm. Look, everybody popping boners.
Bonus popped all around.
That should have been the 11th commandment. I did pop a boner for what movie was it? It has John Goodman in it and Marky Mark.
Oh, The Gambler.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that does look good.
Really? That made your boner pop?
Well, I mean, I was more than flaccid, but less than rock hard.
There you go.
And he had just popped an iron supplement earlier in the day, so it could have been anything.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was.
Hey, get my pump.
Yeah,
just watched I just saw a great trailer.
Yeah, did we record that? Come on, start vacuum pumping. I don't want to go to these guys with a fucking flaccid dick saying I've seen no trailers.
These guys are sword fighting over all the trailers they've been seeing. I go in there.
I just shut my fucking face because I got nothing to say.
Old Limpy is sitting there with nothing to say.
Limpy.
I walked away for 20 minutes. I didn't even notice. We're just sitting there. Dick's hard talking about cool movies.
Did the new Terminator look to you like it's set in the 80s?
The trailer?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you think it's modern?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's funny.
So the wrapping paper controversy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are we into more Hitler?
We can get
Hitler
to
something every day.
Oh, we didn't talk about the ring on air.
That's right. We got two.
Oh, we got two stories. Yeah,
some Hitler something new every day segment right now.
Ming says we could leave the microphones out when we're done. He's potting tomorrow morning. So there you go, guys. There you go.
We could have assumed that anyway, probably.
Everybody at home, you have something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
How long have we been going?
We've been going about an hour.
Okay. We're going to do some Hitler stuff.
Someone sent me a whole bunch. I mean, like, people now, I love this. Even a sniff of Hitler. And they're on the horn to me.
Right.
Calls to the stash. Emails. Calls are coming in now, being like, got some Hitler news for you if you're still doing that segment.
Oh, good.
So I heard about the wrapping paper. You hear about it, Brian?
I have heard about the wrapping paper. I've seen the wrapping paper, and I have tweeted about the wrapping paper.
Oh, you were active on Twitter.
Yes, I tweeted. I said, "This is the irony of this instance is that the one person who made a difference made no difference." It really
Yeah,
doesn't.
explain that
It really
statement.
doesn't matter that this woman got this shit taken off the shelf.
Why doesn't it matter?
It doesn't matter because if you're a fucking anti-Semite, it's not going to change the way you look at Jewish people. If you're not an anti-Semite,
You never would have noticed
I
it.
wouldn't. I don't think I would have noticed it. Walt, you said you noticed it.
I
right
noticed
away.
it immediately when someone called and said, "You check it out." I googled it. I could see the swastika immediately.
Took me a few seconds to find it.
It's like the hidden thing in a puzzle or whatever.
You know how, like in Disney, there's Mickey Mouse's hid all over Disney. You know that?
Yeah.
It's like that.
So I think if you have anyone who has anti-Semitic feelings, recalling all that paper and wasting all that shit to me is fucking absurd. It's ridiculous.
But what if you find out it was snuck in there on purpose?
It was snuck in there on purpose. Well, don't you remember there was a Target circular a couple of years ago, and it was kids playing Scrabble, and one of the words was rape.
Rape.
Yeah, remember that?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Target circular. I think it was Target.
So that was definitely done intentionally.
Yes, I think.
That was just somebody with a sense of probably an ant. That
to me seems like that was someone, who
had an agenda, who had a vendetta.
Yeah,
like somebody who's mad that their boss pissed them off that morning. You're like, get that fucking circular layout done now, asshole. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right.
I don't have time to double check it, boss. There might be a rape in there.
Yeah,
a little bit of a rape.
Be on my ass the whole time. Maybe it wasn't Target.
I never heard of this.
Circular rape. I'm positive.
Are you sure this happened?
It was this long ago. It was Caldor, Walt.
Caldor, a store that hasn't existed in decades.
Yeah.
And you remembered this.
It's pretty good.
And this was, and there it is. That's like, if you zoom in on the game the kids are playing, R-A-P-E, right there.
Rape.
Yep.
Okay, so again,
11 million copies of the ad appeared in a 44-page toy circular.
What year was it, buddy?
This was 98.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you find out that the person intentionally wanted to hide the swastikas in the paper. Mm-hmm. Is it then still deemed just leave it up there?
Yeah.
Why?
Because unless that person comes forward, no one would ever know that he did it on purpose, and they're hidden so.
But it comes
deeply.
out. It comes out.
He comes forward.
It comes forward.
Oh, he comes forward.
Yeah, it's without a doubt. Without a doubt, it is 100% done intentionally.
Then you're distributing intentional anti-Semitic material.
Right.
How can Caldor not take it? How can not whatever the hell it is, Hallmark? How could they take a chance? And then knowing that it's going to hit the news, and if they don't take action, they look bad. They have to.
That's why we live in a fucking pussified fucking nation, because nobody can sit there and say, look, maybe you see a swastika in it. Maybe you don't see a swastika in it. It's not intentional. Like, we're not an anti-Semitic company. And,
it was intentional, though.
It wasn't
in this little
he's already
in this
said
universe.
That. He's already said that.
If it's intentional, then you have to. But if it's unintentional,
it's probably designed by a computer.
Yeah,
probably wasn't even designed by.
Well, no, it was actually. You know what? It was taken from an old design from like the late 1800s.
From Germany in fucking 1940.
Yeah, Hitler used to wrap his gifts in it.
Who would have thunk? Now, I went to see if that paper was on. It's not. It wasn't in the Walgreens by me.
Was it Walgreens or Walmart?
I wonder if that paper's going for money on the aftermarket on eBay.
Oh, you want to go on eBay?
Yeah, I wonder if it is. I wonder, is there lunatics out there like who will pay more money now for recalled paper?
Oh, hold on, I'm putting my bid in.
Usually, you want to pay less money, right?
No, that's rare. I mean, you're never going to see it on the sales floor ever again. I don't know. Is wrapping paper? Is there an aftermarket for wrapping paper? I would think there's for anything. I would imagine
it's
antique.
I don't see it.
I apologize for. You're right, though. It's like this company has to pull it from the shelves, even though the internal meeting was probably like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
You don't think that it's like it's not just like what? Isn't it easier for them to just be like, you know what? we're sorry it offended anybody. It's the equivalent of being like, I'm sorry you took it that way. Like, you know, that bullshit apology you give girlfriends, and then, like, sometimes you're like, I am sorry that you got upset by that. Like,
but then to go on and recall it to me seems like you're just again, you're answering to one person. Like, one person saw it and got all worked up about it, and that one person was like, is the world a better place because that fucking shit got recalled? No. It will not make it a better place.
No.
In fact, it'll probably ultimately make it a worse place.
Because you didn't stamp out any hatred. There was none there to begin with. It was a mistake.
No.
Not even an overt one. It was a little bit like a Where's Waldo, like a Where's Adolf game. They had to play just to find it.
Where's the swastika?
But once the cat's out of the bag, I think the right thing to do is to recall it. No.
Oh, I agree, 100%. You had to recall it
because God forbid.
From a business standpoint, are you talking from a business standpoint or from a moral standpoint?
Even if it's more, I think that I don't think you have any real. Any kind of emotion though attached to, like, if you had new family members or something, if you had more of an attachment to that.
I have Jewish family members.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And who were victimized in World War II? Like,
no, they're not. They're not that.
I just think that, like, I think every day we have to you have to be on guard to never ever lapse on ever allowing people to be like, let's give it a pass. It was a mistake.
Why? Is it the world? Now, this is what really fucking bothered me. The woman's name was Cheryl Shapiro. Cheryl Shapiro said she panicked when she first noticed the emblem of Adolf Hitler's Nazi Party. Why the fuck would you panic? What is there to panic about?
People have triggers.
They have triggers, but I mean, let's see. Let me see this Cheryl Shapiro. Let me see if there's a picture of her here.
What difference does it make what she looks like?
Because if you are not of the age where you were affected by the Holocaust, I don't know how you could be triggered by that. It wouldn't be traumatic to you, would it? Although the Columbia lawsuits are fucking proving me wrong. Yeah. So maybe I'm all wrong about this.
Stepping into landmines.
I think that it would be fair to say that maybe, Brian,
I think people are too sensitive about shit.
Well, maybe you're not sensitive enough.
Yeah.
That could be.
You know?
Someone had to say it.
I mean, is fucking the Garcia guy running for fucking office or this asshole?
Well, I meant it as
a lot to make up for.
I meant it as a joke, but then when I saw that Walt approved, that I was like, hey, I get behind this. Walt's applauding me. Yeah, Brian.
You are definitely.
Now look how happy she is to be holding it. Oh, I got attention.
Well, then look.
I got attention.
No,
the world. I should have a reality show because of this. Fucking give me a fucking break. Why would you panic?
Panic's a weird word to use.
Yeah.
Like, panic implies that you're afraid irrationally about some outcome.
Like a skinhead is about to pop you in the back of the head.
What outcome are you so panicked about?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know where she comes. You don't know nothing about her. So it's
not only that, Walt, but and this isn't me pandering or running for office. Like, I have no idea how the Holocaust is still affecting the Jewish community today. There's no way for me to know. So for all I know, maybe her grandmother raised her and told her all these horrible fucking stories about it, and it did instill some sort of fear in her. I have no way of knowing.
All right, well, you know what? This is an additional fact that I wasn't aware of. The wrapping paper was in the Hanukkah section, they're saying, of Walgreens.
Even a bigger slap in the face.
I'm starting to suspect maybe it was intentional.
It sounded like it was intentional. That is weird. The Hallmark said that the design has been in their reference section for a long time, but I guess they haven't used it.
Mm.
But you know what's going to happen? Yes, one woman noticed it, but once she says something, and you're right, you're 100% right. If they don't pull it,
the criticism is going to mount, and you're eventually going to have to pull it because the criticism will get too loud, and you're like, wow, we should have pulled that when we had the chance.
Yep, because after last week, fucking Hallmark's heads are spinning when we advertised for Jib Jab. They don't know what they're going to do. And now with this fucking double hit of the fucking swastika
Which we got.
controversy-
You want to do a quick Jib Jab right now?
Oh, of course I do.
Are we getting into ads? We're ending the show?
Well, right in the middle of the show, we could do one, right?
Yeah.
Middle of the
we
show.
can leave
We're
it
going
there.
for an hour and a half.
Social media uproar. Now
It's an uproar.
everybody's panicking.
I hung out with a 1%er motorcycle gang last night.
I saw it immediately. I think I have a good eye. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Big,
I can't find my guy,
very nice people.
which is not a good
They
sign.
were actually really nice guys. But they said, look,
Your
can tell
your
you're a
dream of a
pussy.
patch on the back of a vest. I think you should just give it up. It's not going to happen. Everybody who's contacted me is like, don't do it.
I've had the opposite experience. Most people like as long as you don't have as long as you're not claiming a territory and have a rocker patch, you're fine.
Okay.
Is what I've been hearing. However, the guy last night was just like, nah, don't do it. He's like, it's not worth it. But I think that's just, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Wait a minute. You went to the guy who you
Yeah.
said you were going to
Right.
put all the weight and
That's
give
right.
him all the control, and you're going to go against what he said.
Yeah.
And who's
you're
going to
a
buy it
rebel.
now?
That's right.
Who's going to buy it now with that endorsement?
I'll buy one
We'll
from
see.
you.
There you go. We just sold one right now.
I think you should give up that dream and just put it on a T-shirt. Or
Why don't we?
most people don't wear vests anyway, leather vests.
I'm going to do
It's
it.
not. It's not a. Not a lot of people could pull off that look.
I'm gonna do. You know what, Walt? I'm going to make a limited number of them, and then only the brave purchase at your own risk. At your own risk.
This is what I was talking about very quickly. The wrapping paper design was based on a photograph of a vessel that dates from the 1870s. It was a part of a general holiday gift wrap display, but was grouped with Hanukkah products because blue and silver are the colors of that Jewish holiday. I wish Sunday Jeff was here. He could fucking settle this for us.
Pretty colors.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just slap it on a T-shirt. Huh?
So you're not.
No, I think you could do patches, but not on the back. Not those big patches you're talking about.
Okay.
Like shoulder patches.
Yeah.
On a hat.
Yep.
I think you're right. Unless you are in a club, most people are not wearing leather vests or denim vests, and they're certainly not sewing patches.
But the
to
whole
the back.
point was to make
Our gang, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, like I said, I'll do it.
This gang does it different, though. This gang only
We
does
do it the way where we're not going to get beat up.
yeah, through T-shirts, sweatshirts, and beanies.
right.
All right, real quick, Q. How many Christmas cards you send out a year?
0.
Really?
I get a bunch, but I don't send that. I ain't got no time to send out cards. I don't even
You
fucking
don't even
do
have
it.
your assistant do it?
No. Who gives a shit? Cards for me? That's ridiculous.
I know, really.
I would have sent
serious?
out. Yeah, what are you talking about? How many cards do you send out, B?
Me? None.
Yeah, of course.
No. Yeah, no. I don't send out any
And
cards.
why don't you send them out? You get them, but you don't send them
I
out.
never have. No, I don't really get them. I think the only people I've gotten a Christmas card from lately is Troy. Like, Troy's the only one who ever sends me one.
I didn't get a card from Troy.
He told me not to mention it.
Well,
I mean, it came up. What am I supposed to
you're
do?
lucky. You're lucky that you can get away with it now.
Okay.
Not sending Christmas cards. Just say I sent you an Christmas card from Jib Jab.
We don't even have to tell them. They'll know.
And then just say, well, I didn't get it. Be like, yeah, let's check your junk mail.
Check your junk mail. I like it.
Right? And then go home real quick and send it.
I like it.
Right? So sending out paper holiday cards is a pain. You can attest to that, right?
So painful, I won't do it.
And I've never done it.
It just
The planning, the
looks painful.
stamping, the writing, and what
Who's
if
on the list?
this is a great talking point. And what if the cards come out boring? Well, whose fucking fault is that?
Yeah, it's like I bought it from you, dickhead. Like, it's Hallmark's fault then.
No, it's not. It's your own fault.
Right.
If the card comes out boring,
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
well, you didn't design the card. You chose.
No,
I
I'm
guess.
talking about you got the little message you put in there.
Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying.
Have some, like, at least fucking have some personal responsibility.
I remember once my parents got one. You know how some people send that end of the year update to the family in a
Yeah.
letter? My mother got one from a neighbor that had moved away, and I read it, and I was like, I felt my mind numbing in boredom. I was like, who gives a fuck about you and your kids? And they're fucking...
Did you write back, Montel? Your son's on TV.
Oh, they probably know. Don't even worry about it, Bob. Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, now I just go, duh?
No, because they probably go, duh.
They obviously see Joker's Wild, right, Ma?
Were you on TV when you read it?
Yeah.
You were of age, or you were on TV that you could like put it in their face.
No, I was like 12, 13, but I always knew I'd be a star, Walt.
Well, anyway, back to Jib Jab. You know what this is, cute? Like you cut some photo out and you paste it on some dancing elf.
They animate it with your face on it.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's not just elves. I mean, God almighty, there's all kinds of stuff.
I mean, they save you money and hours of work. I mean, who the fuck needs hours of work to send out a greeting card?
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess it depends on how many you sell. Like, let's say, how many you send. You got to go and you got to buy them.
Right.
Well, you're out anyway. It's not like you go like, oh, what are you doing today? The only thing I do, I got to go out to the greeting card store. No, you're out. Maybe you're buying your toiletries at a Walgreens. Or you're some wrapping paper. Yeah. Hopefully not the swastika one.
I had to get my anti-Semitic wrapping paper before it sells out.
You have a matching anti-Semitic card to go with this anti-Semitic wrapping paper.
Does Jib Jab have any swastika cards that we can make for people?
Oh, God.
So, I mean,
Jib Jab's like, I don't know about that. We were warned about these guys, and here they are.
So let's say you're in for. I could go down to the Walgreens by my house, buy a card, write Happy Holidays on it, address the card, the envelope, put a stamp on it, and be done in less than 5 minutes. I don't know if you're in an hour for hours into a card. So Jim Jab may be overestimating how much people are putting into their card doing. But anyway.
That's like a fucking, a yearly wrap-up newsletter that might take a couple hours, not writing a card.
You want to go to jibjab.com with a promo code capital T, capital E, capital S, capital D.
Why, you got to pay for Jib Jab? I thought Jib Jab was free.
Why are they advertising on us if they're free?
I figured they made money
They
off.
might make it off other advertisers.
Off other advertising.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
All right, so you got to pay for Jib Jab.
Hold on a second. I'll look it up right now. Become a member. I'll create an account right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to create an account. Let's see, Brian.
How could it be free? It's a lot of technology at use right there.
Because
the
amount
of
I don't know. Google's
the amount
free.
of tetrabytes that got to be running that shit. Yeah, all those people downloading cards, putting photos on.
Yeah, but the internet
doing it for hours.
I mean, Jib Jab's it's probably bigger than Microsoft.
Yeah, I think they just buried Apple.
When I get on the ground floor of this. Well, anyway, go to jibjab.com, promo code TSD. I think you can get cards other than holiday cards too, though.
Yeah, I've seen over the years various Jib Jab
just to say, maybe your buddy's not feeling all that well. He's feeling a little low. Send him a Jib Jab. That'll definitely pick his spirits up.
Maybe your mom was at the store and saw something that made her panic, and you got to calm it down. Send her a Jib Jab card.
Yeah. You don't have to leave your present position. You could hear something, some sort of bad news. And if you have your computer on your lap at the time, you literally don't have to move at all in order to make someone feel better.
That's
except your hand,
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Cool. Well, we love Jib Jab. Also,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Loot. I was going to say Loot Crate, but keep going.
Hulu Plus.
Hulu Plus is back.
They don't leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
It seems like
they're here to stay.
Holiday 1 month. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to read that.
Oh God!
Share the joy of the holiday season by watching multiple seasons of your favorite shows on Hulu. Is that really how you would enjoy the holiday season? Isn't it like going out with your friends and spending time with the family?
Yeah,
maybe celebrating the baby Jesus' birth, not watching more fucking Jet Cow. What's that show you guys like?
Oh, BoJack.
BoJack.
No, fuck that. I'd rather watch BoJack.
Yeah, hang out with my family any day.
That's going to be the new tradition.
Whether you are home, on winter break, traveling, or staying with family this season, you can watch your shows wherever you are with Hulu Plus.
Yes.
What show, and then host ad lib, what show are you excited for this season? BoJack, right?
Well, it's a Netflix exclusive, so no. So no.
Yeah, you don't want to.
We've done it again. We've sold Netflix.
I didn't
Netflix
know.
ever advertised with us?
People
No.
would think that was a setup. I swear to God, I had no idea that I was leading you into a fucking such a wrong place.
Leading us into a landmine, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Q.
That's all right,
All right, let's
buddy.
get back on target. Right now, Hulu Plus has all the current season episodes of your favorite shows, like How to Get Away with Murder,
Oh, awesome.
Once Upon a Time, South Park,
I
Oh,
love
those
that.
are my favorites.
and Hulu Plus has all the past seasons of It's Sunny, Archer, American Horror Story, Sons of Anarchy, Californication, Love and Hip Hop, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Key and Pete,
Key and Peele.
Parks and Rec. You probably watch Hulu on your computer. Hulu with a Plus subscription is so much more. Hulu works on your computer, smart TV, Roku, Apple TV, Xbox, Wii, PlayStation.
Works everywhere, man.
Pretty much any streaming device you already own. Guess how much, Q? Per month?
$9.99. Higher?
Lower.
$7.99.
I would have said $8.99, so I could have went again.
Oh, $8.99. $9.99.
$7.99.
Whoa. Who doesn't have $7.99 lying around for all that?
Even I have that.
You got it. Okay, this is the only thing I got to get in. Let's get out of here. Make sure you sign up between Thursday 11/20/14 and Sunday 11/30/14. Boy, this is well past, haven't I?
What were the dates?
We're into December. So you know what? That's it. We don't have to talk about anything else.
Sweet.
Hulu Plus. I think there's got to be a TSD code in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's huluplus.com/TESD.
And Q, this is the ad that I've been waiting
Really?
for a long time.
Ooh.
Special. And now I know people are don't fast forward through this ad, people. Don't fast forward through this MeUndies ad.
Wow. MeUndies.
MeUndies is back, Q.
Oh,
And
course
the
they
voice
are.
of MeUndies demanded creative control of this ad.
really?
Maxwell said, if I'm going to continue to do MeUndies, I got to do the scripts.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Or was it like, I don't want to write these scripts, Maxwell, you come up with shit? Because that sounds more like the way it probably went.
Well, doesn't it sound better? Doesn't it sound like Maxwell's taking the bull
You
by the
had me
horns?
believing you, actually, until he said that. And I was like, oh, yeah, that does make more sense.
Brian Maxwell
Yes.
has just turned in a script for MeUndies,
Whoa.
and it's a fucking movie.
Did he
Really?
does it have to be recorded? What are we doing?
I need some voice actors to do this, and I thought we would record the voice acting of this.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, Declan will put it all together, and we'll run what Maxwell has just
Begat.
entitled. Hold on, check this shit out. Fruit of the Doom.
Fruit of the Doom.
How priceless is that?
He's awesome.
Now, have you heard it?
Well, we got the script right here. We got to read it. And
Oh, we have
then Declan will put it together after we read it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm going to forward you the.
Fruit of the Doom. He's fucking. Oy vey.
Deep beneath the earth, a mile under the Pentagon, in a secret war room.
Everybody shut up. You all know why we're here. We're on the brink of another Cold War, and we are running out of time. We followed every protocol in the book in an attempt to infiltrate the Kremlin, and they've all failed.
Sir, have you ever heard of MeUndies?
MeUndies. We could be seconds away from Vladimir Putin kicking off World War III, and you're talking to me about underwear?
Our latest intel says Vladimir Putin is a huge fan of the show, called Impractical Jokers, and we've contacted one of them, a Mr. Brian Quinn.
Oh! I see you finally wised up and invited me in here to your Pentagon and shit. Oh, if you had listened to me after 9/11 and turned that whole region into glass, everything would be okay today. I'm advising you now. Turn Russia into glass.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, sir, that's Brian Quinn, sir. He's one of the stars of Practical Jokers.
Oh, God damn, that was a long flight. And them airline farts got a special kind of twang to them.
What the hell? You got 60 seconds to convince me why I shouldn't throw his ass out of this room.
Oh, calm down there, Gunny, before you make one of these fine folks go private pile on us up in this bitch. Y'all motherfuckers called us in, so pretty please with sugar on top, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You asked the question, how do you stop Vladimir Putin? Putin. It gets me every time, Putin. All right, World War III and whatnot. You know the feeling of putting on old saggy underwear. You need to know the feeling of great fitting underwear that is 2 times softer than cotton. Let me tell you about MeUndies.com. MeUndies is the most comfortable underwear you will ever wear, and it's insane how good they make you feel. They fit perfectly, they don't ride up on you, and they literally pull moisture away from your skin so you stay cool.
All right, so they're the most comfortable underwear ever made and fit perfectly. But again, I ask you, how is that going to stop a world war?
Goddamn, boy, you are dumber than a box of rocks. You just answered your own question.
All right, everybody, listen. I have MeUndies on right now, and it is like wrapping my junk in a cloud. I can't even begin to tell you how great I feel when I'm staying cool and comfortable down there all day. There is no denying the profound impact of having comfortable underwear on all day.
Getting a pair of MeUndies on Vladimir Putin ain't just your best chance to stop this war. It's your only chance. Hell, that hateful sumbitch will be marching in the gay pride parade once he feels that MeUndies comfort on his balls. And that ain't all. Old Vladdy and all his other evil world leaders can go online and match patterns. They ain't never bought good underwear before, and once they know what it's like, they ain't never going back.
All right, I'm listening. What kind of repercussions are we looking at here?
That's the beauty of it all, Captain Crunch. MeUndies is environmentally friendly. The materials they use are sustainably sourced from the Austrian Alps, and they're all completely natural. They use a CO2 neutral process with a low carbon footprint and save water and energy with their spun-dried fiber process. They got cool styles for both men and women, and all of them look great. Check out the photos for yourself. MeUndies.com.
And how do you propose we get these MeUndies inside the Kremlin?
That's the easiest part of the whole damn thing. All you have to do is go to MeUndies.com/TSD and get 20% off your first order and free shipping. You'll save even more if you buy a pack of them. They guarantee you're going to be happy with them or your first pair is free. I'm telling you, man, once somebody feels MeUndies on their body, they're never going back.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. Get me one of them tech-savvy motherfuckers, because I type roughly 0 words a minute without arms, and you damn sure want to save that 20% by going to MeUndies.com/TSD.
God help us all if this fails.
All right, Brian Maxwell.
What do you think, man? Like
He's got chops.
Mad Men. Me, Maxwell, and Declan.
I would watch that week in, week out.
All right, now which one of you is Don Draper?
I never saw the show, so I don't know who you're talking about. But, yeah, maybe. But I love this that he told me in one of the other emails. Mm-hmm. He's considering this a cliffhanger.
Really?
And if MeUndies is going to get thrown into a prison cell in Russia. And he has this whole thing planned out. What MeUndies is going to take down a cell block.
This is amazing.
I love it. I hope MeUndies re-ups.
So if MeUndies wants to hear what happens to me,
I'm sure they're on the edge of their seat.
they'll re-up and maybe who knows? Maybe we'll hear what happens. If not, though, at least you got this first part.
There you go.
Did they ever make a movie that they thought they were going to make a sequel to and it never happened? They were convinced. They're like, oh,
Sure.
fuck, oh, Green Lantern.
Right. Oh, I'm sure there's tons of them.
So this could be the Green Lantern of ads.
Yeah, it might be. You never know. You never know. You never know. I just heard some stellar voice acting, so I feel like we're good.
All right.
All right.
So that's it.
Okay. Well, no, wasn't there? There was more Hitler news. Remember the ring and the candy thing?
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I wanted to hear about that because
But this is malicious because somebody made kid quality rings, like those cheap little metal plastic, like the little metal ones that you bend the band to make it tight on you, of a Nazi, the eagle over the swastika, like it's a classic thing, and some kid found it. Some kid
He
put a
didn't
quarter.
find it. He put a quarter in
and got the
The
bubble
egg
out.
came out. You open the egg, and
Yeah.
instead of there being like a power ring from Green Lantern,
There was a Nazi
there's
swastika.
a Nazi swastika ring.
power ring from Adolf Hitler, a white power ring. Now, what are those things called? They're the machines. They're
Machines.
called,
Should we play the report? Or is that?
Oh yeah. We were going to play the report, right?
Yeah. This is off of CNN.com. I like to cite my sources, Walt.
You're like a fucking investigative reporter over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How'd this come to your attention?
I just went to CNN.com and I just saw it. Here we go. So this is the report. It's only a minute long. It's not long. I guess I gotta get
If
volume.
you can find it, the chick is super hot.
I mean, that has nothing to do with serious news, Brian. I don't know why you brought that up.
That's a pretty fucked up looking ring.
It is. Here we
It's
go.
amazing.
This is the report.
This
the
I get.
quality.
This is, yeah.
This I get.
This is too much.
We bought 4 things, and 3 of them were like little dinosaurs or something, and then on the 4th one, so happened this fell out.
What fell out was this. A plastic gold ring with Nazi markings. Leona Kelly tells me she's always given her son a quarter to buy something from the vending machine when they go shopping. Now she's thinking twice.
You don't want to know what my reaction was.
She panicked.
I just started like yelling at the store people, like, what the is this? You know, I'm like, why is this here?
Kelly says thankfully her 4-year-old son doesn't know what a swastika is yet. I went to the Family Dollar in North Tulsa where the ring was bought. Store management would not go on camera and told me they do not stock the vending machine and have had problems with the vendor in the past. Family Dollar allowed me to go in the store and get the vendor's contact information. There I found no company name, but a license with the Oklahoma Tax Commission with a Lawton, Oklahoma phone number. I was calling about the vending machine in North Tulsa.
Yes, I've been asked to say no comment.
Before the man hung up, he told me the rings would be removed in a couple of days. But Kelly says it's too late.
It was made, you know, just like the other rings that they make in there. You can bend it up, shove it in here, and
Why is it too
so
late?
it was made for a vending machine. I just don't understand why.
That's your report.
Okay, so let's dissect this report a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what my reaction was, Angry Mother says. Okay, Walt, now you've had children, and
If that popped out,
they're 4.
they're 4.
They're 4, and that pops out.
I am not. There's not one bit of me that's going to take it out on the fucking clerk.
The store employee.
The 16-year-old girl or
Right.
boy who's just bagged at my shit. I'm going to fucking go ape shit on him.
I
There's
just
not a
started
chance.
yelling at the people in the store, like, what the fuck is this? Why is this here? What an ignorant fucking idiot this woman is.
I tell you what, I would be dumbfounded.
It would be stunning. Yeah, it would be shocking
My jaw
for
would hit
all.
the floor that came out of there, but I'd also be like,
Does anybody have $10 in quarters? I need them all.
I don't understand. One of her comments was, well, it's too late now. Like if they take them out, now it's too late.
Well, my thing,
Why?
and I know Walt reacted to this early on, was just like, where she was like, I'm thinking twice about giving my son a quarter to use in these things.
That's what I mean. Everyone is so fucking traumatized.
Right.
I didn't tweet it the other day, but I was thinking, you were involved with me in this situation, Q. But I was carjacked and I was held at gunpoint for a good 15 to 20 minutes. I didn't know if a gangbanger who was 3 feet away from me with a gun pointed directly at my fucking chest was going to blow me away at any second.
Sounds traumatizing.
The next morning, I went to breakfast with Brian Lynch, and we fucking joked around about it and made up stories about these guys stopping for my dry cleaning. And I mean, I wasn't traumatized, you know, and I'm not like, hey, I'm fucking ballsy or whatever. But I just, how are these people being traumatized by things like this? Is it just like, this is my moment? Like maybe I can sue. Like I can sue.
Well,
I mean,
if it's not the moment to sue, it's my moment to get on TV and talk about it.
She's saying that, you know, she's thankful that her 4-year-old doesn't know what a swastika is. Now, I'll tell you what 4-year-olds do know what swastikas are. The ones who are raised in fucking Nazi, like, skinhead families, or kids that are named Hitler, like, or Adolf or whatever, like that fucking asshole in Pennsylvania. But why freak out? Why start screaming at people? I'm sure they're just like, I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
I don't even know if I would believe it. It seems so bizarre.
No,
that I would like, maybe was it planted by her?
There weren't more?
No, I mean, it made it sound like there were more because the company said that they'd go get the other rings out in a few days.
Why not just remove the whole display?
You got to assume they did.
You could do that. you could just roll it right into the fucking back room.
Or put an out of order sign on it.
Would you respect it a little bit more if the woman was standing there like, my son got this Nazi ring and wow, I was not expecting that. So I had to call the news and let everybody know because this is fucked up.
I feel like I wouldn't call the news.
I wouldn't call the news either.
I don't think so.
I'll tell Bri.
Yeah.
We could talk about it on the show.
Yeah. I would never think to be like, I got to call CNN.
Yeah,
I'm sure I don't know if she did. Who knows how CNN how she got on the
She
CNN's
probably
radar.
called. She had to call someone, of course.
I wouldn't even know who to call. I wouldn't be like, how do I call CNN?
Website. Just go, hey, I got this fucking Nazi ring in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to get in contact with
But
them either.
what is the thought process? Because she did have one good point. She's like, somebody had to make them.
Yeah.
Somebody had to fucking
But you know
make
what?
them.
But in the 70s, you could buy a lot of war stuff.
Right.
And it wasn't this kind of like, how dare someone manufacture this? For kids in comic books, you'd see Iron Cross stuff. You'd see replica stuff being sold as, and there wasn't anything attached to it like this is beyond the pale. You shouldn't be selling this.
You think that that's a better time, or that society has evolved since then?
I'm saying possibly there's a warehouse find of those rings.
Oh.
Other countries seem to not know. I mean, we did a story a couple months ago about a guy who had a completely Nazi-themed store.
He knew.
So, I mean, but you get these people that like the Heater. Remember the Heater had the little Hitler guy?
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same as it is here. Or, say, Germany. There are some countries in the Philippines. I mean, some countries
But
in...
we don't know when those rings are made. Those rings may have been made in the 70s.
Oh, that's a good point.
And maybe somebody just bought a whole bunch, like a
just
lot
stock,
like to fill those little eggs with, and they threw those. Those were in there. Now I'm just trying to make excuses,
right? I mean, it does actually sound more plausible to me.
But because who would go make it now and be like, I'm going to make these and sell these for $0.25?
Right. Here's my statement on Nazism. Quarter rings.
Like it makes little sense that someone would intentionally make them just to put in the eggs today.
Right.
Yeah, it seems far-fetched.
If there was a lot of them, if there was just one, I don't know. But if there was a whole bunch of them,
one ring to rule them all.
And I'm sure the guy. You know what? I really wish they had expounded on the problems that they had with the egg guy
vendor?
before. Yeah, like what was going on with him that you had issues with him earlier.
Let me do some digging.
Going back to the Sony thing real fast, Q. Kevin Hart called a whore.
A whore?
Yeah. Because I guess there's a Kevin Hart movie coming out. You know who Kevin Hart is? Well, it's this dude. He's a comedian. Yeah. Now I think Kevin Hart's funny. I like him, but he said that he wasn't going to tweet or use his social media to push his movie. I guess Sony executives asked him to, and he was like, "Look, that's not part of my deal. My deal is that I go and do TV interviews or magazine interviews or whatever." And he said that he wanted, in order to push it on his social media. He wanted $3 million, which I would assume is more than he got for the movie. And they called Kevin Hart. Is this going to affect Rudin and Amy Pascal, Q? They're making fun of Obama. They were saying maybe he would like Django Unchained or 12 Years a Slave.
I doubt it affects him long term.
Affects him what? Getting work?
Scott Rudin, yeah.
And Sony co-chairman Amy Pascal. I mean, she's pretty high up.
Is this the guy that they leaked all the emails?
The leaked emails. He's got...
It's that they leaked all their medical records, like all the employees. They leaked some social security numbers from people. These North Koreans, they know what they're doing when they're hacking, right?
Huh. Okay, so I got a little more on the ring here. No background has been revealed yet, but the story only broke about 12 hours ago, Walt. So I'll definitely follow up on it. But she says that they had bought 4 rings total, and the other 3 were fine. 4th one was the swastika, and then they found that there were an estimated 10 to 15 more swastika rings in the machine. Now,
how do they know that without seeing it? How could they see inside the eggs?
I don't know. I'm sure they did. Now, this woman, Leona Kelly, took it upon herself to go to other Family Dollar stores around Tulsa and did not find the Nazi rings in any other vending machine.
So she went searching around to yell at fucking
That's right. She goes on to say she believes the vendor may have intentionally put the rings in a predominantly African-American neighborhood.
Why, though?
So she's really revealing herself to be unstable and unreasonable.
She's saying that's where the people put them. Okay. And she's an African-American lady? She's a black lady?
She's white.
She's a white lady?
Yeah.
Can you discount that she put the ring there herself? You don't know.
Well, if there's 10 to 15.
Yeah, if there's more in the machine, right. I agree with Brian.
But how can you see inside the machine without taking them out?
Maybe they did. Maybe they started putting quarters in to see how many came out.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So she goes, I just started yelling at I started yelling at the store people, like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, why is this here? Here, why are you yelling at the store people?
I don't think she's white. She doesn't look white to me.
Nah, she's not African American. You think?
Leona Kelly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought she was white, but who knows? But, yeah, like, don't you think that's traumatizing? Seeing your mother walk around like, all right, your kid got a ring that he doesn't understand what the ring is. Right. So no trauma at all. But your mother running around a store fucking screaming at employees and carrying on, that's not, like, I think.
And probably toting you around to get the rest of the rings in case
course.
They're there.
Well, now you're driving from Family Dollar to Family Dollar fucking screaming and yelling at people.
Yeah.
And your kid's not traumatized by that? Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, she's a fucking dope. And this was her moment.
Yes.
She could have kept it quiet, and because again, it's not like it's a nationwide fucking issue. It was literally located,
right.
And it was concentrated in one vending machine in one Family Dollar store.
Right.
And she's acting like it's a fucking national crisis. I mean, give me a fucking break, you know? It's like, there's a very good chance that, like, whoever put those fucking things in the eggs, it's some fucking, like, 90-year-old fucking Chinese woman. That's her job, to just put shit in. And somebody, you know, fucking gave her the ring. She's not even looking or whatever. To say that it's a plot to undermine the African-American community fucking seems like there's bigger things going on in the black community than fucking little Nazi rings that your kid doesn't even know what the fuck they mean.
Strong words, Brian.
Hey,
yes,
before we call it a day, I've had a request from Declan.
Oh boy,
please stop making fun of me. I can't take it.
This is not. Yeah, this is legitimate. A plea to the ants.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Could you please ask if there's any web designers out there who are experts at the PHP language? I need help bad this week. Got fucked by another company, and I'm screwed if I don't resolve it. Email creakycares@gmail.com.
Oh, did he go into detail? Do you know what he fucked up?
He says, got fucked by another company, and I'm screwed this week if I don't resolve it. Email creakycares, CREAKY, cares@gmail.com. See if you can help out.
Poor Dad.
Good old Creaky.
Does so much for us. If anybody out there could help him out, It'd be greatly
What
appreciated.
what is that? And it's all like jib jab to me.
It's same to me, buddy. I don't know.
Which PHP and stuff like that.
I guess it's a web language.
Why doesn't he just ask Ming to help? Oh yeah, that's right.
Whoa!
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Holy shit!
Boom!
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.